Okay, how are you, sir?
I'm good.
Okay.
Glad to see you.
It is nice having you in this place. Now, my viewers, this is Reverend Edward Aligula. This man, just wait and listen to the well-packed knowledge the guy is having. I just want to ask him some few questions pertaining the dating, and we have scheduled a meeting. We are going to have a meeting on Wednesday, this Wednesday at 9. So I just want you to have a glimpse of what you are going to discuss. And the first question I'm going to ask Reverend Edward Aligula is, what is dating?
Thanks so much, Maya. Dating is simply a relationship that you establish between a young person and the person of the opposite sex. That is a male and a female, and that is very key because for us who are Christians, we don't date people of the same sex with us. That is immoral. So it is a relationship that you establish between you, if you are a man, with a lady, and with a mind of trying to discover whether this is your future partner that you will live together with for the rest of your life.
Thank you. Having dated a lot of ladies, I've dated a lot of ladies. So I need to ask you this question. I've been hearing about this for a long time, but I want to get it from you. What is your perspective about it? Now, is it healthy to date?
Yeah, it's perfectly healthy. It's okay to date. There's no problem with dating, and I think it is in the perfect will of God because He created us in His own image. He's a God of feelings, and similarly, because He is a God of feelings, He is expecting us to have similar feelings, and He has intimacy with us, and therefore having intimacy with somebody, there's no problem. In fact, it is reflecting the image of Christ, the love we have for Christ. Because the Bible says that love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your strength. And that is in the perfect will of God. So there is nothing wrong with the dating. It's much, much healthy.
Wow. Now, when now you have found someone you can date, because it is healthy, is it okay to date maybe a lady who is more financially stable than you are? Give me an example, because I know you are a practical guy to tell me this. Having listened to your story, I know there is a way you do relate to this question.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to tell the young people who are watching me that there are voices that are always around us. You hear people saying you need to find somebody who is financially stable. I would say it depends. Actually, it depends. And I want to give a story of myself. I happened to have, I was just a first year at the university, and I met a lady who was already a graduate. She was having a job. I didn't have a job by then. And I started dating. Sometime she could offer to buy drinks, and she buys some soda. She takes me out using her money. What is wrong when a sister takes care of the brother?
Nothing wrong.
So it is a question that I would say it depends, but we have to be wise with what we do. Yeah? You need to weigh yourself, and with the person you are dating with. That person can be financially stable than you. That is fine. You can be financially stable than the lady. If you're a man, that is fine. There's nothing wrong.
There is nothing. There is nothing wrong. Now, there is this other question. I think this question troubles a lot of people.
And let me say, who said money is the one that is dating? It is not money that dates. It's you that is dating.
Yeah, that is true. There is this question that people, it disturbs the minds of a lot of people. A lot of people who are watching this question, they really have in their hearts. Is it okay to date a lady or to date a man? I mean, is it okay to date a lady who is more older than you are?
I want to give a caution to the young people, especially those who are watching and listening to us. I want to give a caution. Most of us say age is but just a number. But we have these biological factors around the age of every person. Somebody told me, if you marry a lady who is older than you and you're a young man, the lady is likely to think 2 minutes ahead of you. So you are likely to be thinking 2 minutes behind. So it is advisable that you marry somebody that you are, at least if you're a young man, you need to be a range of 1 to 5 years is okay. That is if the lady should be younger than you. That one, it will serve for your own good. But again, I want to say from a biblical point of view, it depends on really what you are after. Because when you marry a lady that is older than you have to pray so hard and accept what you are going to face. Reality is the lady will tend to dictate most of the time. And I want to say, you can try and do, out of 10 people, you realize about 6 to 7 of them who are older than the men. Then they are likely to command, and the man looks inferior, and there are voices around the man that are going to make him look like, I don't belong. And if you cannot endure that, then for the young men, I would say you need a lady that is a little bit younger than you, but not a huge gap, because she might look like a baby to you again. You don't want to have somebody who is crying every time in the house. So you need somebody that you can reason with. You need somebody you can share ideas and exchange ideas in those lines.
Nice, but for those ladies who are having boyfriends who are younger than them, you don't have to worry. He has said that there will be voices, and this is a voice. So you just listen and take what is yours. But again, I have another question for you. We find that there are some men who have children, and there are some girls who have children. Is it okay to go into a relationship or date someone who has a child? For a case like me, is it okay for me to date a girl who has a child?
There is something that I would call a precedent, especially for the Christian community. I am not advocating for people having children before they get married. Actually, that one I would say they fell into sin. And that is why you have a baby before you get into a marriage. But let's give it a benefit of doubt. It has already happened. God has forgiven you. And what motivates you, what pushes you is love. God has brought us, there is chemistry that happens when we see each other. When I see a lady, there is something that attracts me to her. She might be having a child already, I do not have any. Will I say that I need somebody who does not have a child? Yes, that is a plus. But if the chemistry in me, that the God-given chemistry in me says, this is the person I can relate with. I'm not going to marry her, that is, but I want to relate with her, because dating is all about getting to discover your partner. She eats sukuma wiki, you eat sukuma wiki. She takes milk, you take milk. So it is during dating you'll discover she does not only have one baby, maybe she has several of them. Or she will discover from you, you also have several kids with you, or you have one. So on that angle, that is where dating is very important. But dating somebody with who has already a child, I would say from a Christian perspective, there is nothing wrong with that. However, you will begin to talk about that. How would you feel living with somebody who has already a kid? Maybe this kid is in school. Are you ready to parent this child who is not yours? This child who would sometime turn against you and say, you want to see my father? Such like things happen during that time. But it doesn't really happen at that time of dating. It happens in the second stage of courtship. And I think if you invite me again, I'll talk about courtship. During dating, it's all about discovering your partner, who he is or who she is.
Nice one. But for the ladies who are having children, we are there to date you. Don't worry. Yeah. We are there. We really love you so much.
How many ladies do you want to date?
Now that is a question I want to ask you.
You want to ask me?
I want to ask you this question before I go to that. Now, how long should dating take?
Okay, dating, there are two extremes that we must avoid. Staying in the dating period and doing it you find somebody is dating for a very short time. You can't date someone for a week. That one is impractical. You will not have discovered who this person is. You cannot date somebody for a month and you say you've known this person. There are lots of things you need to learn about the person. You need to learn about his culture of doing things. You need to learn about his family. You need to learn about his education. You need to learn about his Christian values and so many other things. So relative time is 1 year. But again, if it skips to another year, I think that is not dating. We need to call it something else. So dating that takes a year, that is good.
1 year.
Yes, dating. We are not talking about courtship. Dating.
1 year.
Yes.
You get to know this person, you get to understand her or him.
Yeah.
That is for 1 year. Now that you find someone you can date, what are these things? What are the do's? What are the don'ts?
The do's, when you're dating, there are things that you need to do. First, you need to know you are only after discovering somebody, who this person is, your partner, you have to discover who she is, who he is. Now, what do? There is a temptation to the young people who are watching, and I want to tell you, there is a temptation of saying, let's go in a secluded place. It doesn't happen that. So the opposite is true. You need to date most of the time in public places where you can be on the right track of accountability. But if you begin going into secluded places, temptations are so high, you will fall into sin. So you better avoid such. Another thing that I would say, avoid kissing. You only kiss when you're married.
Now, where do you find that in the Bible? I don't see where in the Bible we are being told that you should not kiss. When I'm dating someone, I kiss that person. Don't think if it is a sin. And if it is a sin, then point to me in the Bible where it is being said.
How do you kiss?
I kiss.
How do you kiss?
How do you kiss your wife? That is how I kiss my girlfriend.
The way I kiss my wife is the way you kiss your girlfriend?
Yeah.
That's wrong. Young people, that is not acceptable when you are dating. It's only preserved for marriage. No apologies for that, right?
Why do you say that?
It is not allowed.
But the Bible clearly says, kiss each other with holy kisses.
Oh, you are trying
Or I'm
you
outside
are
the
getting
context.
the Bible outside the context. You are trying to butcher the text from the Bible and interpreting in your own way.
I've been praying so much that I may be faithful to the word. Let me not do eisegesis, but this is it. I don't see if kissing is bad.
Okay.
If your intentions are not leading you towards sex.
That's why I asked a crucial question which you have not answered. How do you kiss?
I just kiss deep kisses.
Is it a peck on the cheek?
No.
Is it a deep kiss?
It is.
Which one?
And,
which is which?
It is a deep kiss.
Not allowed.
And the reason as to why I'm telling you this, it is because I've not put in my mind that when I'm going to kiss this lady, maybe you're going to drive to this other thing.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
Young men, they are motivated by their sight. They are propelled by their sight. That is what attracts them to women. And ladies is touch. Kiss is a touch. You know that? Kiss is part of touching.
Okay, let us not go there. You know, We are going to have this meeting on Wednesday at 9. You don't have to miss this. We have got lots of questions. Come with your questions. This guy is well packed. Going to give us a lot of insights.
Don't kiss. Don't kiss.
We will discuss.
Don't kiss. That is touching.
Yeah. Thank you so much. God bless you.